Hello and welcome to the M2 podcast. I'm your host, MadMikeWillEatU. My co-host right here is KyleHeath. This is the show where we cover last week's gaming industry related news. This week, we're going to talk a little bit about Atari. We're going to mention a little bit of Ubisoft, endless amounts of job layoffs and cuts that they keep doing. Xbox Game Pass is changing up a little bit. And then, of course, we got to talk about Gamescom that happened this week. But before we get into it, Kyle, what have you been up to, man? How you doing? I was complimenting you earlier before we started recording. Love the shirt. You're crushing
Thanks,
it, dude.
Thanks.
Had to get it on record.
I love this shirt too. It's nice. I've been trying to incorporate more collars in the wardrobe, you know.
Very nice.
So yeah. No, it's been a good week. I played a little bit more of oh my gosh, why is the name leaving me? It's the game I talked about last week. I can't even think of the name of it.
It wasn't Smite.
That wasn't Smite.
What game were you playing last week?
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Was it a two-player, single-player game?
Single
like co-op?
It was a single-player, like, Souls-like. Why am I forgetting the name? Flintlock. Gosh.
Flintlock. Yeah. They came out not too long ago. You said it was on Game Pass, right?
Yeah, it was on Game Pass. I played a little bit more of that. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of the combat a little bit.
That's good.
I didn't have like too much time to play, so it was maybe like an hour, but I'm getting there. Yeah, a little more practice. I think I'll be a lot better. But yeah, dude, that was. I mean, in terms of gaming, I don't know. I think it was really like all I ended up playing this week was just a little bit of that.
It's not bad.
Nothing too much else, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess sports season, and it's gonna get even crazier now that we're at the end of August. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Very true.
It's, just trying to find the time and getting ready for, the bigger releases, I guess you could say. But
well, there was a big release today. At the time of the recording, Black Myth Wukong. Have you watched any gameplay of it?
Yeah. I've seen some gameplay of it. Dude,
it looks pretty good.
I think I saw a Twitter post of reviews of like early reviews already, and it's like every Souls like it's like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Like,
yeah,
like it's just across the board. Everyone loves it. So
yeah, I've seen a lot of people say it's going to be game of the year.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me, dude.
That's good.
Those games are just in, and they have been for a couple of years now. So it's like, just
since I would say like since 2020 they've been in.
Yeah, like heavily. So
that's what it's pretty cool because it's like it's destroying the myth that you have to have multiplayer battle royale. It's like no, you don't. Like you just need a good story and creative vision. So
and a good combat system that's rewarding.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
It's all you need, dude. It's all you need, man. No, but yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have too many other updates. I don't think. Kind of just playing a little bit of that. Just kind of like chilling out otherwise. So yeah, dude. But I mean, I know my boy Mike's been playing some games. I know this
I've been grinding games.
Yes, I heard it. No, this guy's.
Well, I haven't. It's more about like grinding a game, less about multiple games.
Yeah.
So it's like there are a couple of things going on with me. It's not much different than the last time we like really recorded a podcast, but I've been getting absolutely smoked in Counter-Strike. Nice. I'm having fun. Like I love that game. It's addicting, dude. It's so
smoked,
simplistic. Yeah, and I get cooked every time I play it. But the big thing is with the Halo 2 anniversary LAN being announced in Las Vegas, I was very excited. So I've been playing way more OG, way more like Cartographer and stuff like that, which is the PC version of Halo 2. Just like playing as much as I can because it's just interesting to me. And I've been still playing Halo 3. I've been streaming a lot more. I've noticed more and more people starting to watch. It might actually be because one of the dudes called me a cheater in the Insignia Discord. And for those of you that don't know what Insignia is, it's basically an aftermarket Xbox Live from back in the day. Somebody pulled the servers back up and they reinvented the wheel kind of thing. So you can now go play like old school Halo 2, old school matchmaking and stuff like that. And some dude said I was cheating. And I had to post on Twitter. I was like, this is hilarious. Yeah. I told the guy, I was like, I'm not cheating. There were a couple of people that vouched for me. I mean, I'm not that good of a player, but I'm not the worst kind of thing. It's the guys that I play against are way better than me, but it's like somebody that hasn't played in a while, I'll destroy them,
Yeah. It's true, dude. It's compliment. It's the ultimate compliment in a competitive game, so.
It's not the first time I've been accused. I've been accused in pretty much every Halo at this point. Halo Infinite was the worst, though, because I got accused then, and They had to have like 2 tournament officials watch my gameplay, and I was like, "Dude, I'm streaming." Like, "You go watch that," and they're like, "No, you need to stream to Discord." It was like, "My game's unstable, like, I'll start struggling really bad in Discord." They're like, "Well, you have to do it anyway," and I was like, "Okay, whatever, man.
Well, there you
Whatever."
go.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It is what it
Yeah,
is, though.
yeah.
Uh, but the thing that's got me excited is, 1, Wukong came out, so I kinda wanna go play that. Um, I don't even know what the price is, it's probably like $60, $67. Um, that's on my radar. Right now, Splitgate 2 is in alpha, and I actually have one of the monitors up specifically to watch on Twitch because they're doing Twitch drops for codes.
There you go.
So big into big into Splitgate. I'm hoping that because like Halo Infinite isn't really popular anymore, I'm hoping that like the Halo players can come back to an arena shooter that's a little bit more different in terms of skill based. So it's
Yeah,
like like Halo, it's like you gotta concentrate more on shooting. In Splitgate, it's like you gotta be precise with your decision making on teleporters. So
yeah, yeah.
I want to see that game become successful. I don't know if it will. I do like their development team, so I'm kind of bullish on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem like good dudes.
Gotta hit up the team,
Yeah,
dude. I'll talk to them on the pod. You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of crazy.
honestly, yeah. I mean, he liked my tweet.
I mean, hey,
Maybe I should reach out to him. That'd be kind of
yeah,
cool. Get like
that'd
a
be pretty sick.
development member out here,
Yeah,
community management guy.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
but
I miss
outside of that,
Splitgate.
dude,
Miss Splitgate. Gotta
are you
say,
gonna get
dude.
on it? Will you get
I
on
mean,
it
I
with me?
definitely want to try it out again. Like Splitgate 2, yeah, 100%. I'll try it out. It's like I think the only thing for me is like it played really great. I know, especially when the game was first out, like the animation for like the portals and everything, like the arm looked so clunky. It was just like
Yes.
it was like very
Ha-
just like, I don't know, stiff. I
ha-
don't know what it was.
Have you watched the gameplay recently?
No.
Okay, so it's still kind of clunky in terms of like it looks unpolished because it's an alpha, right?
Yeah,
But it's
right.
still based on the original game. Um, Now it looks smoother. It looks like they gave them abilities so they can run faster or something. It's way more intense. Like I was watching
Yeah,
one streamer that just happened to have like a huge following playing the game for the first time, so he had like his base already there. And he was the most viewed person in the category. And I'm watching him and I'm just like, you're not using the portals. You're like treating this like it's COD. You're like running around. I was like, okay, you can play that way. I'm not going to tell you how not to play. But it's like, you can teleport across the map, bro. Like, you should
yeah,
use teleporters. Then I immediately switch over to this guy that's been playing Splitgate since it came out, and he's cooking people. He's like
yeah,
showing it's literally like people don't understand how the game fundamentally changes when the positions on the map can you literally teleport from one side of the map to the other.
yeah.
But you can follow them. It's not like a one thing ability. It's very interesting, and I think there's a lot of upside to it. Very unique. There's a couple other games that came out. We covered the last one that like what was it like League of Legend hero based third person shooter.
Yeah,
That was kind of
Deadlock, dude.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So there's like more and more games coming out that are going to be very interesting. But if we're going back to OG real quick, it's like I bought a couple of things to try to clean off the controllers, repair the potentiometers and the joysticks because it has like
okay.
stick drift and stuff. So I'm hoping I can make some improvements to that. But that's basically what I've been up to, man.
Yeah,
That, watching sports, watching a buttload of YouTube, and
yeah,
learning a
dude.
bunch of random things. Yeah.
Same here. Bro, we're like the
Heck
same
yeah.
person, dude. So,
Yeah.
except you
Our
just game
algorithms are
more.
pretty much the same. Yeah. Oh, one thing I
Oh,
do want to mention is like we're not covering it today because Gamescom is a little bit more important, but I mentioned it to you right before we started recording is that Avid Media game dock for like all your different tablets for your Steam Deck for your what are the other brands? Logitech has one, like Lenovo Go and stuff like that. All those different tablets where you can do like it has a capture card built into it, but it's a docking station and as natively you're natively in the device can save recordings
yeah,
on like
pretty nuts.
an SD drive. It's like insane. And I'm thinking I kind of want to get it. Although it's $200. I kind of want to get it because I spilled like all this water on top of my Steam Deck like adapter. And I
Dang.
haven't turned it on in like over a week because I'm afraid, you know?
Man. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's rough. That's rough. Maybe it's dried up.
Anyways,
Who knows? Or it's just water
hope for the
damaged.
best.
Yeah, or
I
it
can
got
always
into
try to clean it
the
off with I got some like alcohol
bored.
swabs. I can wipe it all off. Hopefully that
Yeah,
helps.
maybe. Hopefully, dude. Hopefully.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into the news.
I
I'm
agree.
done ranting.
I agree. Yeah, we got a lot to cover. So listen. We're starting off this week with a new console, well, a reimagining of a classic. I guess I guess I should say, you know. So The Verge brings this article. So Atari's new 7800 console remake can also play your old Atari 2600 cartridges. You heard that correctly. This is from Jess Weatherbed over at The Verge. Jess is Jess new? I feel like I haven't heard that name.
I think it is
Jess.
new.
Anyways, so
Weatherbed.
the Atari 7800 Plus will officially hit shelves later in 2024. Got a nice little picture of it at the nice little hero image at the top of the article. So Atari has a treat for those of you sitting on a cache of Atari's 7800 game cards. A new compact recreation of the classic home console, complete with a backward compatibility. The company has teamed up with Playon to announce the Atari 7800 Plus, which comes equipped with an HDMI port to connect to modern televisions, alongside support for both Atari 2600 and 7800 game cards, just like the original console. And so for those that don't know, the Atari 7800, very old console, but one thing about it was obnoxiously big. Like that thing was like a giant square, and like it was kind of thin, but it was just so big, and that was like the thing, because I remember like seeing videos of it and finally seeing one in person, and it was just like that, dude. It was just obnoxiously big.
It was it was quite large. I'm trying to figure out the actual dimensions real quick. But
Yeah,
it was big. It came out in 1986.
yeah.
So just kind of imagine that.
I mean, they didn't. Yeah, there wasn't really anything made like it, so it's just like,
Oh,
well,
here you go. I got it. 11 and 3/4 inch wide. So basically a foot wide, 9 inches deep, and 3.5 inches tall. That's
yeah.
like bigger than a lot of people's keyboards.
Yeah, I mean,
It's huge.
yeah, it was just like you couldn't. It was hard to like fit it in entertainment centers and stuff because it's just like it was big. But we continue. So for the $130 Atari 7800 Plus is available for pre-order now, with a global release expected in winter of 2024. According to Atari's press release, like other mini console recreations the company has released in recent years, the Atari 7800 Plus is visually identical to the original 1986 console, aside from being shrunken down. Players can also choose between running games in widescreen mode or 4:3 aspect ratio to preserve the feeling of playing the retro hardware. There are two new wireless controllers launching alongside the 7800 Plus. The CX78 Plus wireless gamepad, a recreation of the console's original 2-button controller, comes bundled with the Atari 7800 Plus, but can also be purchased separately for $35. The gamepad also wirelessly connects to the Atari 2600 Plus recreation, released last year, and can be connected to a PC via USB-C adapter. There's also a $35 CX40 Plus wireless joystick, which is sold separately and carries the same support. Atari touts that the 7800 Plus has near perfect compatibility with original and third-party Atari games. Only one game is being shipped with the console itself, a specially designed cartridge for the Crystal Castle sequel, Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest. But 10 additional titles will be available to purchase separately for $30. And you can pre-order the 7800 Plus at the link in the article, which will be linked in the description of our video. So, it's a couple layers, but a couple links. Pre-order one. Yeah, dude. What do you think, Mike? A shrinking version. I mean, we've been seeing these for years now, right? Like smaller versions of these consoles, NES, SNES.
Yep.
Atari's doing the same thing. What
I
do you think
saw
of
one not too long ago at the Goodwill that I went to yesterday looking for like OG stuff, retro stuff.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Like, I think it's mostly just going to be an emulator. It seems. One of the things that might upset a lot of like old school fans is the fact that it's not authentic. You know what I mean? Like authentic to the true gaming experience that was the Atari 7800, where you have like the wired controllers, the original hardware on the original CRTVs. But it's like
Yeah.
I think people need to take a step back and realize it's like those consoles worked with the CRTVs back in the day. We don't have CRTVs anymore. You got to make it more modern. There's going to be issues with that. You can't have it like a one for one upgrade. I mean, technology has changed so much that it's like I feel like I don't know if this is true, but I think that like old hardware is now expensive to make because we don't have the manufacturing capabilities that we do anymore. Because all of those like if you're making like the circuit boards that were the original 7800, it's it's like those have all been like repurposed or they've like gotten rid of those machines altogether and now they create more
Yeah.
modern hardware. So, it's not authentic, but for me personally, it's like I wasn't big into Atari. I didn't really get into games until like the 90s and my first real console was the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So, to me that's like before my time. So, I don't know any difference. I This would be interesting for me or like interesting for people that have I don't know, have you ever been to those like LAN centers where they have retro gaming stuff, like arcades and pinball machines and stuff?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this would be a good addition for that, I think.
I mean, I would agree. It's like, look, I mean, especially if you have a lot of like with older hardware, like you're saying, you can get older hardware on eBay. You don't necessarily know if it'll work
It's
well,
expensive
and
though.
it's expensive. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like
yeah,
this is probably a good alternative because you can just play all 2600, all 7800, like on one thing. It's very compact. It's probably the way to do it, honestly. If you're trying to play
yeah.
those old games, though.
I think this is more like a casual take because if you're gonna buy the system, I'm pretty sure. Can't you buy those like handheld? They look like they're the size of a Game Boy,
Yeah,
and they come with pretty much every game that's ever been made before the year 2000.
yeah, yeah. I mean, those
Like,
exist,
yeah, those are emulators. They're not
right?
authentic, of course.
Right.
There are problems with emulators, but it just depends on like what you want to get. I think.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know who they're trying to appeal to, is what
yeah.
I'm
I mean,
saying.
yeah. It's I mean, literally just kind of a casual person who wants to experience the old consoles that doesn't necessarily care about original hardware. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and there's just enough of a market for it. They're making it, so I mean, sure it's a thing. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think I mean, the most impressive thing is you could just play the old cards. I mean, that's at least for me anyway. It's the most impressive thing. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. That
um,
100% is gonna be key for sure.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and playing them with HDMI. I mean, that's awesome too because these modern
You
TVs,
have to
dude,
do that, man.
you ain't
Th
you ain't using
Dude.
like any old stuff, right?
Oh,
I'm
no.
plugging a cable in and doing like an RC adapter. Like, what is this?
Oh my gosh. I have one of those RCA to HDMI adapters. They are trash.
Yeah,
They also make a component to HDMI. They're not good either.
yeah,
Like, going from analog to digital, there's a massive loss. I could
yeah,
talk about that for hours because of the Xbox.
yeah.
But,
It's not the
yeah, they
best,
don't
but
make TVs like that anymore. I don't even think No, my TV in the other room is, like, from 2015, and that is kind of a long ways away. It's a cheap Insignia brand, like the Best Buy brand, I think,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's not that good at all. I got it because it was cheap and it was, like, pretty big for the living room just to watch stuff, and that thing doesn't even have component or composite cables, like, ports
yeah,
for
dude.
it.
Doesn't surprise me. I mean,
It's all HDMI.
yeah, like I have an older Vizio and like an older like it's a really just there's one that's like a brand. It was like one of those like super budget brands, and it was like
Yeah.
it's okay, but it has like I think it does have composite still, but it was like but that
That
thing's like 15 years old.
This guy behind me right here up on the wall near, the Halo 2 sword,
Yeah.
it's, a Vizio from 2007. It's the first dude, in high school, this is how old I am. I bought that with my first ever paycheck, and it took all of my paycheck. It took the
It's
whole
funny,
thing.
dude. It's funny.
Yeah, I bought that for, like, right before Halo 3 released. I was so excited. But, yeah, that has component cables. I think the audio on it is completely dead, though.
Oh yeah,
So it's like these devices, these, like, TVs are dying. I mean,
yeah,
there's only a certain amount of hours that CRT can actually handle. So
yeah,
they're going to die over time. And you need to have these consoles that can actually output HDMI for the new hardware.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
only a
dude,
matter of
this
time until we see it with DisplayPort. Imagine that.
so yeah. Oh, it's gonna get crazy, but yeah. I have an old Vizio too. Like I said it's probably around the same time. It was I remember my parents bought it, and then I later inherited it, and now it just
Nice.
like kind of sits here. I don't really use it, but it's one
Yeah.
of those things. It's like I don't want to give it up or like throw it away because I'm like somewhere like I got nostalgia for it, but I don't know. Probably at some point I'll have to.
Divisio used to be top tier brand back in the
Oh
day. It
yeah.
was made by a bunch of guys from MIT, professors, and they found a way to make the best quality product um, with like the most efficient components, and then they didn't upcharge like a ridiculous price. So they were
Yeah.
like by far the best, and they were one of the cheapest, which is really fascinating. And then they got bought out, and now they're kind of crap. So that's it's just what happens.
Yeah. It's like I have a
Happens with good
Samsung out
things.
there. I'm pretty sure it's like, yeah,
Yeah, Samsung's cracked, dude.
yeah,
LG is ideally the one you want to go for
yeah.
because they're the ones that make the panels.
Life's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they get like
LG is the best.
the wall of I've seen like the giant. It's like
Oh
nano
yeah,
panels,
dude.
or it's like tiny.
I want those.
Wild, dude. It's crazy, brother. It's crazy, but yeah, dude. Let's go, dude. Get a new Atari console today, everybody.
Yeah, go check it out. Go
Go
check
check
it
it
out.
out, dude. Ubisoft guys are checking out right now. Even more.
Oh
It's
man,
crazy, dude.
Ubisoft. You're always giving me this one. It's probably because I've been calling for their downfall for the last year. Not even calling for it because I don't think they deserve it. I think it's just been a series of unfortunate events that's been happening over at Ubisoft. So this one's coming from Michael Gripe. Is it no Gripe would be a G. This is Cripe. Gripe?
Creep.
Grip?
Creep. I was gonna say
Crip?
creepy,
Might be.
but that's not. It's creepy.
I
I
think
don't
it's.
know.
I
Right.
think when it's IPE, it's I. Right.
Right.
I don't
I
know.
mean, I like it.
I don't know. Michael over here, over at IGN, wrote this article, and it's titled Ubisoft cuts 45 jobs in its US offices. The publisher calls it a difficult yet necessary decision.
Don't they
Sheesh.
all? Don't they
Yeah.
all?
Yeah, but I mean, like this has been a long time coming for a while now. Not just with this in particular, like cutting 45 jobs, but the scope of Ubisoft has been in chaos, it feels like, this last year.
No.
Let's go ahead and get into what Michael had to say. So Ubisoft is the latest video game company to be hit with another wave of layoffs. As first reported by Bloomberg and later independently confirmed by IGN, 45 staff across the Assassin's Creed publishers San Francisco and Cary, North Carolina, locations were impacted by layoffs yesterday. Those affected will receive severance and career assistance, though further details about what those offerings include have not been revealed. I mean, it's always good that they get severance and career assistance. That's the right thing to
I mean,
do.
yeah,
I'm glad that's becoming more of a norm.
it's a bare minimum. You know what I'm saying?
Honest to God, it is, but it's good to see that it's actually happening.
No,
I don't
it's
know. There
true.
would be a reckoning if there wasn't, I think.
Oh yeah, wouldn't stand for it. You know what I'm saying?
So, a Ubisoft spokesperson said in a statement, and I'm going to quote all the way through. Yesterday, Ubisoft San Francisco and Red Storm Entertainment informed their teams of restructuring that resulted in 45 employees leaving Ubisoft. This difficult yet necessary decision was made to align these studios' organizations with their future businesses and development objectives. We are committed to providing comprehensive support to those affected, including severance and career assistance, and we thank them for their many contributions to Ubisoft. Oh, that's just standard corporate HR speak. So this is the
Oh,
second shift for the Storm team this summer, with the first wave arriving in May, only a few months ago, when Ubisoft announced that further development on its free-to-play spin-off, Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, was canceled. At the time, the publisher called the move a, in quotes, tough call, but would transition those members of the development team to other projects like X Defiant and Rainbow Six. It's unclear how many members of the Red Storm team were affected by yesterday's layoffs. Jeez, man. Red Storm's portfolio includes a number of noteworthy Ubisoft titles from the last few decades, including a number of entities or entries in the Tom Clancy and Far Cry franchises. The studio also recently developed a VR only title, Assassin's Creed Nexus, which released last year. I don't even remember that one. I don't have VR though. That's just
Nexus.
me.
Yeah.
But Ubisoft San Francisco branch developed titles in the Rocksmith series. Don't get me started on Rocksmith. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spend a second to be really tilted.
Okay.
I bought Rocksmith,
Yeah.
and they changed the coding in Rocksmith. I think it's like, yeah, in the Ubisoft launcher, where you have to buy like a different version of the game or the membership of Ubisoft in order, like their Uplay crap. I don't even remember how many stupid tiers they have, but you have to buy a tier in order to use the game. And it pissed me off to no freaking end, dude. I got so mad. I went to the Goodwill on it because I was like, I desperately want to play this game, and I have an Xbox 360 over there. Rocksmith came out on the Xbox 360. It's an old game, okay, admittedly. I bought a cable and I plugged it into my Xbox 360, and it said the same exact crap. It was like you have to
Oh,
have a Uplay account or like a Ubisoft account. I was like, dude, this is Xbox 360. This doesn't really exist anymore, and they do this crap on purpose to make it difficult. I only know this because I went to Reddit and people were furious, and they were like, the only way to play this is you have to play the beta version. So switch the way you download the game. I'm like, no, I give up.
dude,
Eat
it's not
my
even
eat my
worth
$5,
it, dude.
bro.
It's not even worth it, bro.
It's just stupid. So
Rocksmith Plus,
stupid.
Premium Plus, Mike. Premium Plus, Ultra.
Yeah. You know what's stupid about it too is I'm like the next thing. So I stopped right here. You said Ubisoft San Francisco branch developed titles in the Rocksmith series as well as South Park: The Fractured, which I actually heard was really good, and it had good reviews. But hold.
Obsidian, baby.
So it's currently working on X Defiant. Yeah, okay, whatever. And then Rocksmith Plus. I'm probably gonna like simp up and go get Rocksmith Plus. And I want to plug in my ukulele over there. And I want to see if I can do some 21 Pilot songs.
Dude, hey, speaking my
You know what
language.
I mean?
Speaking my language.
I know
Dude,
you
yeah,
love that band.
I do. I really do. Yeah, I do. Honestly, Rocksmith, like, I think I got it on Steam like a long time ago. I've obviously not tried to play it in years, so I didn't know about all this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those things. Like, it's like I have a guitar. Like, might as well like play a game that
Yeah, try
actually
it.
uses a guitar, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I want to give it a shot. So that definitely something to look into. I may need to get one of those cables though.
Oh yeah. See, I bought like one on Amazon. It said it works with Rocksmith, and then I plugged it into the Xbox 360. It didn't work. Then I plugged it into the
Rip.
PC after I bought it on the PC, and then it was like, yeah, you have to upgrade your membership, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'm just gonna be upset now. That's my goal.
Um,
Mission accomplished.
yeah.
I do know that Rocksmith is pretty good and is fairly accurate. My buddy, who's a really good guitarist,
Yeah.
admittedly, he doesn't play as much as he used to. I mean, that's just what happens as you get new hobbies, you move on.
Yeah.
But he can still absolutely play really well and on point. So he was playing some like pretty difficult songs, and it was keeping track. It was fairly
Yeah.
accurate.
Right.
So I asked him, I was like, "Have you ever experienced errors?" He was like, "I mean, there are a couple of," he goes, "There are a couple of times where I felt like I would have been in a different spot on the fretboard, but I mean, it's all the same in a way."
Okay. All
So
right. Bet. I
yeah,
gotta try this.
yeah, yeah. Rocksmith might be the play. I wonder when. Just out of curiosity, since we're talking about Ubisoft here, when do you think Rocksmith Plus is coming out?
I have no
Have they even
idea.
announced that?
Is it out right now? No, I'm just kidding. Um,
I guess it's always been out. Oh my gosh, the rating's 2 out of 10, bro.
yikes.
That's
Yikes.
on Steam though.
Yikes.
Overwhelmingly negative.
Yikes.
Oh man.
Like you know, you need a
Oh yeah,
Ubisoft
yeah, yeah.
account.
Yes. It's all negative because it's not free to play and it's subscription based model where it's $20 a month.
20 a month.
Yeah.
I just died for those listening to the audio. That's why you didn't hear me say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much what it is. It's everything that, yeah. Okay, so the upgrade of membership that I was referring to is a monthly subscription. So that's why I was really upset. And then I went online and everybody was, it's basically getting review bombed into oblivion.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It's really bad.
Nukem.
The sad thing is it's like it's actually not a bad game.
Oh,
But
yeah,
here's
I'm
the
sure.
problem. They advertise it as free to play.
No, see,
But then when you get it, you have to have the monthly membership of the Ubisoft. Yep. So that's why people are upset because they don't know that like
Idiots,
Ubisoft
dude.
has their own servers and crap. Very frustrating.
That's depressing, dude.
But hey, let me finish the last paragraph here. So Ubisoft laid off a number of employees across a few separate instances last year, with 60 affected in May and another 124 in November. It's part of a trend of industry-wide cutoffs. We already know this. Affected thousands of game developers in the last year. There were layoffs in NetherRealm Studios, Take-Two, Humble, Behavior. I mean, and Bungie. Most of these we've all pretty much covered. There's some From Software combating layoffs as well being mentioned here. The ending of these articles at IGN are always like, please click these links to go to the
Yeah,
other articles
exactly.
I wrote.
Check out
Yeah,
our
I
other
get
stuff.
it. Yeah, it
No,
makes sense. I mean, you got to keep people around.
no.
But yeah,
So,
I think this just comes back down to what I was saying earlier at the beginning of the year. It's all going to come down to Star Wars Outlaws, which is it this month, right?
yep. In a
Star
week.
Wars Outlaws, August 30th. So I think the entire I don't want to say the entire developer. I think like Ubisoft as we know it will be changed forever after the release of Star Wars Outlaws. If it is a
Dude,
success, they will survive. If it is a complete and utter flop, they're going to be selling a lot of IPs and they're going to be laying off a buttload of people. I don't know.
jeez.
What's your take, Kyle? What do you think?
Listen, dude. Ubisoft. Y'all are kind of cowards, bro. I'm just gonna say it. Like, what is this like statement at the beginning of the article? It's all corporate speak, not given a definite reason. Even though, like, us as like video game news, like pundits at this point, like we understand the I was gonna say proclivities. I feel like I'm getting too like vocabulary to the point where it's just like I'm just not making
Bro,
sense.
that's a word I can't
Listen,
spell.
but like, listen, dude. Like, we're in this universe, so we can kind of speculate and make educated guesses about what we think's going on, especially over what's happening with Ubisoft over the past couple of years. But
Yep.
like, I just gotta give credit to Bungie too, because remember, like, homie, even though he spent all that money on cars, bro, he
He
just
was
came
being
out and he's
real.
like, listen, this is what happened, and he's just like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest with you. So I mean, I gotta respect that. But it's like, I don't know, with this, it's just like it's corporate, dude. So
Yeah.
my street cred respect like stuff went down a few ticks for me. But I mean, it's Ubisoft. It's been going down for a while for me, so it's not a surprise. But
Yeah.
um,
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. Look, Star Wars Outlaws, it better bang, dude. If it doesn't bang, then the company's gonna go bang, and that's just not gonna be good. We're gonna
I think
Assassin's Creed,
like
like if it could be good, then maybe there's something else. But I don't know,
I
dude.
mean,
It's
haven't they
tough.
had a couple of they've had a couple of back-to-back flops on Assassin's Creed. Well, I shouldn't say flops because it's like they sold copies, they made money
No,
off of
I
them,
mean,
but
Odyssey
they
and Origins
didn't get the best
were bad.
reviews though.
Yeah, like Odyssey and
Yeah.
Origins weren't bad. Valhalla was too long. It wasn't
Yeah.
terrible, but it was too long. Like it was just a lot of bloat. And then you got Nexus, which is the VR game. I mean, it's VR, so obviously it's not as much coverage. I don't know if it was good or
Yep.
not. Maybe it was,
Same.
but yeah, I mean, it's just like, and then you have, dude, you have your favorite game, Mike, that came out earlier this year, dude. The pirate
Like
game. You already know, baby.
I still can't believe that came out.
Skull and Bones, which still has
I thought it was
seasons, which still is making
yeah.
content.
I will be
Um,
fair here. Like, I got to admit when I was wrong because I thought for sure that game was going to launch completely
or
busted
just
and
not
trash,
at all.
or like not released at all. I thought it was a myth. I really did. So it came
There we
out.
go.
I've always already proven wrong, and then I said it was not even going to be good. And it was like, okay, apparently it's decent. It's not the greatest thing. It's not
Yeah.
what people thought it was going to be, but it's a game.
Hey,
It
you
only
made the
took them like
finish line.
15 years.
You
Yeah,
did it.
yeah.
You did it.
You did the
There you go.
marathon, so
I mean, yeah.
claps to you, bro.
But I just there's new content coming out, dude. This thing, it's yeah, dude, it's Ubisoft's been rough around the edges for a long time, dude. It just gets worse.
It really is. Yeah.
But hey, man. I mean, look, and like we obviously never call for anyone's downfall. Like we want
No.
everyone to
Well,
succeed,
except for
including
three.
Ubisoft.
Except for 343.
Listen, dude.
That's the only one.
Well, this guy can speak for himself, right? But like, listen, I think for the most part, dude, we're trying to get victory out here. So yeah, I don't. It's I mean, yeah, I want him to do well, but I don't know. Just here's yet another sign, Mike. Just, there it is.
Yeah, there's been tons of red flags, and I think that's why we keep talking about it week in, week out. Of just every time I think it's gonna be laid back, there's not gonna be much news. Something happens, something comes out.
No,
So next week we're gonna mention it again because it's gonna be the teasers and the previews and all the hype coming out for Outlaws because we haven't really heard anything in a while. We didn't even see anything at Gamescom, which is what we're gonna be talking at the end of the episode.
no.
So that's kind of
I will
let's see what
say,
happens.
there were some people that did play Outlaws, and they said it wasn't bad.
They said it was good.
Like they said, the
Yeah.
early kind of previews, it wasn't. They said they enjoyed it. There were some people that said
Really?
like it was slow at first, but grew on them. Which not
Yeah.
the worst, not the best, but not the worst.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, I mean that's fine. That's whatever.
it could happen, dude. Like Days Gone is the ultimate example for me for a game that was slow start, but just it was amazing, and I wanted the second one
Yeah.
after I was finished. So like we're never gonna get a sequel to Days Gone, dude. And another thing I've yet to be depressed about, dude. Get Avowed delayed. Days Gone 2 is not gonna be a thing.
Yep.
It's I don't know. It's been kind of a rough month for me, Mike. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like these video games, man. Like I don't know. I hope so, man. It's just like it's just a lot, dude. 2025 by the bang though. It's about to be a killer year.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out in 2025 that's gonna be crazy.
I mean, 2024 has been nuts and it's not over yet, but 2025 though. I mean, look, we'll of course talk about it whenever we get to Gamescom, but also Indiana Jones, dude. Finally got a release date. There's just a lot to look forward to. Man.
It was December 10th, right?
I think it was like 9th. I'm about to check my calendar real quick. Where's my calendar looking like?
There's 3 things coming out: the 9th, 10th, and 11th. 10th, I'm gonna go see Under Oath.
Yeah, I think it's
10th because I'm a boomer.
10th would make sense. 10th would make sense a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
6th would also make sense. It's a Friday, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out when we get to that segment, dude.
Yeah, honestly. But how about you take us to the next one?
Not quite there yet.
Bit of changes to the Xbox Game Pass.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Listen, this is actually answering a question that I had when we started covering some of the changes to Game Pass, and pricing, the tiers, and kind of what's all going on. Game Pass Ultimate is literally your ultimate at this point. Like day and date games, you're not getting on the lower tiers anymore. It's just Ultimate. So left questions like, okay, are we ever going to get those like games at all with these tiers? Are they permanently locked and you have to get Ultimate? So listen, this we have an article here from Ethan Gatch for Kotaku who answered that question for us. He says it could take up to, drumroll please, 12 months or more.
That's insane.
For some stuff to come to Xbox Game Pass Standard. Starfield and Diablo 4's expansions could take a year to land on the cheaper subscription. Not making this up, guys. Listen. Game Pass Standard, a new middle tier of the Netflix-like subscription service's ever-expanding menu of options, won't get some games that hit the higher tiers on day one for up to a year or longer, Microsoft revealed. The cheaper version is going into preview mode for Xbox insiders for $1 ahead of its official launch in September. Microsoft shared the caveat in a new rundown of the program over the Xbox Wire blog. Preview version goes live today for players who are members of the Xbox Insiders Initiative, and more games being added to the Game Pass Standard library throughout the preview period. So, while we still don't know exactly which games will be included in that tier of the program at launch, players should get a better idea in the days and weeks ahead. But the biggest question is still, how long will it take for new games to get added to Standard? Earlier this summer, Microsoft announced it's hiking the price of Game Pass Ultimate and creating a new tier called Standard that would not include the games that hit Game Pass on day one of release, one of the big selling points of the service since its inception. So while Standard is $15 a month instead of Ultimate's $20, talk about $5 difference here.
Yeah, but it adds up, doesn't it?
It won't be getting
$6 more.
It won't be getting Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Diablo 4's Vessel of Hatred expansion the day they come out. Quote, and I quote, some games coming to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate day one games or other game entries will not be immediately available for the Game Pass Standard and may be added in the library at a future date. Can be up to 12 months or more and will vary by title. Senior community lead Megan Spur wrote over at Xbox Wire today. We'll continue to share with all Game Pass members when games are being added and available to play for each plan. It's unclear if this waiting period will be announced for each game ahead of release or will be its own sort of mystery exclusivity period that fans have to speculate about when deciding if and when to subscribe to Standard vs. Ultimate. It's also possible that third-party day-and-date games like Frostpunk 2 could have launches that vary widely across both tiers. Pardon the pun, but it sounds like anything but Standard. Got him.
Got him.
Listen, the big shift in Game Pass comes days ahead of Call of Duty Black Ops 6's release in October, the first game in the hit multiplayer shooter series to get day-and-date release on a subscription gaming service. Likely the best-selling game yet that will have appeared on Game Pass. That's in stark contrast to last year when Xbox owners could play Starfield for the whole month, starting the day it came out for just $11. Its upcoming expansion, Shattered Space, will now require a $20 monthly subscription instead.
Ooh, well, if it was just for one game, I would be like, but it's like it's not. You get all the other games, but you got to be playing other games to like enjoy the subscription based model. Oh
Yeah.
man, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, dude?
Look, dude, I like Microsoft for a long time. We've touted their Game Pass so much on the
Yeah.
show. We were
Yes.
such fans, dude.
Maybe we
We really
maybe
wanted the
this is our
best.
fault.
We really wanted the best. Oh god, dude. I feel like I'm warming up for a fight, dude. Listen. This is
You feeling you feeling you
uh,
feeling heated?
like it's just for the longest time, dude. It's just like Game Pass, especially Game Pass Ultimate was such a good value. We knew the price was going to increase. That's fair. It increases a
But they
little
said
bit.
it. No, 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 no. They said they wouldn't increase it. That's the part that's irritating me. Phil Spencer
Did they?
said they
Did they?
wouldn't. He said they would not
Because
raise the price.
I mean, maybe a long time ago, but I thought it was always implied that eventually it's going to go up.
No, no, no.
Am I
It was
wrong?
implied that eventually it would go up, but he said within the first year or so of them acquiring Activision Blizzard,
Oh,
I don't like he said it. It's like you would have to combine a couple of interviews, basically. Where he's like,
okay.
there would be no changes to the Game Pass price when we acquire Activision Blizzard, and then the next one was like, we have no intentions to raise the price in the next year or so. So I'm like combining two different interviews, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Almost paraphrasing, but paraphrasing off of two paraphrasing,
Listen.
and it's I don't know, man. The feeling stays the same. He should they should not be raising the price, is what I think.
I
I
mean,
I knew that they would do it eventually because the
I
value is
agree.
so astronomically huge, though.
Yeah. I mean, look,
$20 is that's a lot for some people,
it's a
but like
lot.
what it was before, dude, that was nothing. It was nothing before with the benefits you
I
got.
listen. I I my love for Microsoft and Xbox is just by the month, just like it's nose diving like a nuclear bomb that's just gonna eventually just culminate into a mushroom cloud. I feel like because it's like you have this, you have it's like not the pricing. I don't even care about the pricing. What really annoys me is the fact that we are now like they are now like essentially commoditizing the day and date aspect of Game Pass, and they're like just completely ostracizing it from the lower tiers and just making it
Yeah.
into Ultimate. And that's
Yeah.
I feel like that's what kind of annoys me because it's like I mean there's certainly other things they could do for Ultimate. Like obviously like you could restrict like cloud gaming access, like that's understandable. If you want to keep that in just Ultimate, I get that. Like,
Yeah, because
um,
that's the server cost.
right? I mean,
That's
yeah,
a
like there's
Actually, all of this
justification.
is a server cost if you think about it, because now you have to
Um,
be online to play any of these stupid games. You don't
you
actually
don't
own
really,
them, so
you don't.
they need servers. That might be why the Azure servers keep getting worse and worse, and none of my shops register. The plot thickens, dude. Anyway,
Man,
sorry, I
no,
just thought about that.
it's like it's just yeah, I don't know. There's just there's like again, it's just like I think every month it's just like there's some other like there's some other caveat, there's some other cliff note that gets added. There's some other
Yes,
like rule that gets changed. And it's just like it's just heading
you're
that
not wrong.
direction where it's just like I don't have a desire to like get Ultimate. And it's like I have a console now. It's like
Yeah,
I still have not gotten Ultimate yet, even though like I think my roommate might have gotten it because he got it for like $1 or something like that on the promotion. But it's
same.
like
I That's what happened to me too.
yeah, but it's just like I don't want to like just out of protest. I almost don't want to get Ultimate, even though it's like I have the console now. It's like it would make sense because like I have the PC and the console, and so like
Yeah,
it probably make the most sense now. But it's just I struggle to like do that, and I don't know. Maybe I'll eventually simp and give in, but at least right now I'm just like I don't
I
know,
don't think
just
you should.
irritating.
I think you should only do it if one you can afford it. That just goes.
Well, yeah,
I know you're good,
it's
but I
bare
mean
minimum.
like
Yeah,
for everybody, for
yeah,
everybody. But like if you can afford it, then okay, you have a different mindset with it. I can afford it, but the thing that like allows me to justify it is the cost I'm talking about for the ultimate because I have ultimate is when I'm traveling and I'm in a hotel by myself for like two
yeah.
days, really, and it's like late in the afternoon. If I just bring my Xbox controller, put it in my case, and I bring my tablet because I take my tablet with me every single time I travel. I download a bunch of movies and like the three different apps that I have, like
Yeah.
Netflix, what is it, Disney and HBO. Like I'll download whatever I can just to keep me preoccupied in the flight or watch TV shows. And then when I'm at the hotel, I got nothing to do. I'll just Bluetooth connection and use the hotel internet to stream games. because that's like one of the good
I
things
like
you can
that.
do with the Ultimate. Yeah, and it's not a bad experience. It's kind of it's slow. You should only play like single player games that aren't
Oh yeah.
demanding, but that's like a very niche person that does that. When you keep raising the rates like this, I think they're just trying to push like how far can we go? It reminds me of when like the old school original Xbox days when you would have day one releases on games and they'd be like, okay, here's day one DLC that's an extra $20. It's like, bro, like why didn't you just put those games or those maps in the game or like that DLC in the game before the launch? Why do I have to download it? I don't know. Those days are gone because we don't have CDs anymore that can hold 100 plus gigabytes of data.
Physical
Um,
media is not keeping
yeah,
up, man.
physical media is just it's just not a thing anymore. But I kind of digress a little bit. It's just the evolution of like trying to see how far we can push people to give us more money. And I thought Microsoft was different, man. A little bit.
It's so I just thought, yeah, dude.
I thought
It's
they were a
so
little bit
true. I
different.
didn't think they were gonna ask for
Yeah.
more money, man. I didn't think it was gonna be
Like
like this.
I
Bro.
expected it, but damn, dude, you're gonna put a gap on like day one passes?
I
Like that's the
know,
whole
dude.
reason you
Like
were selling Game
I
Pass.
feel like it's so harsh. I don't know, man. It's like
Dude,
it's
that was
so
their number one
harsh,
selling
dude.
point. That was their number one selling point.
It's like, oh, Game
Like,
Pass, you get
actually,
it day and date. Like,
yeah. I
uh,
mean, granted, you didn't know which games they were gonna add to Game
yeah,
Pass, but at the same time, it was like,
Woo.
dude, that was sick. That was
Yeah.
awesome. And now it's like, oh yeah, this new game came out, and I either gotta buy it or I gotta wait a year.
It's like, oh,
But if I buy it now, do I get a refund in a year when it's on the Game Pass? No.
like you don't have
So
Ultimate? That's
why would I have
crazy.
Ultimate Game
That's
Pass?
crazy. You don't have Ultimate,
That's what I'm
bro?
saying. Like, why would I like what's the incentive? And you don't really own the game anyway. You have to be connected online to use the freaking game now.
You have Ultimate? Sucks to suck. You understand? Like,
That's what they're saying,
sucks
dude.
to suck, buddy.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't wait until there's like honestly, I could see this going to the European Union for consumer protection laws.
I'm just
Because
gonna
that's I
pray.
would the
Yeah.
argument I would use is if you do this and you add games that everybody else can have on day one through the subscription service, but you give it to them a year later, if they buy the game and then they get it for free a year later, you have to refund them the value of the game.
Be snapping.
Because
Be snapping.
otherwise you're paying for the game twice.
Oh god. Go take it to the union.
Yeah,
Why not?
I will. I will. I have a British passport. I'm
There
gonna
you go.
go write a letter to the king. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. But
This is
anyways, that's
unreal, man.
yeah. I I don't know. This is gonna upset a lot of people. This story just came this week, so
Yeah.
it's gonna take some time because all the Gamescom stuff is like really distracting people. But
But
the
then,
moment they're like, "Wait, what did Xbox
dude,
do?"
people are literally gonna get on December 9th, whenever Indiana Jones comes out. They're gonna load up their thing. They're gonna be all excited, and then it's gonna be like, "Would you
oh
like to join
no,
Ultimate?"
oh
Like,
no,
what?
and then
Sir,
you're cooked.
you have to join
Absolutely.
Ultimate if you would like to play this game right now, or you can purchase it for $70. Excuse me?
If there's like a big enough outrage, they'll backtrack for sure,
I mean, yeah,
guaranteed.
true.
It's what they all do.
True, bro. True.
Sheesh.
There's one thing you
All
can
right,
never
brother.
backtrack, though, baby. There's one thing. There's one thing, and that's an event.
The
It's good or bad. It's
Gamescom.
good or bad, whether you like it or not. The Gamescom, dude.
Jeez, bro, you gave me the biggest article.
Listen,
I
dude.
appreciate you
We can
though.
break it up, dude. It's a big one.
I'll try my best. If you come across something that I miss, please interrupt me.
I got you.
Give you a little 2 cents. I'm just gonna try to get through it. So the main headlining event that we're talking about this week is actually Gamescom 2024. It happened out in Germany. I don't know what city in Germany, but I would imagine it's like Cologne or Berlin, one of the big ones.
Yeah, Cologne.
Yeah.
It's got to be Cologne.
That'd be sick. I mean, they just did Counter Strike at Cologne. They took it to the cathedral or whatever it
They
was.
know what's up. I'm just saying.
Oh man, it's freaking dope. All right, so it's one of the major events that we like to cover here on the M2 podcast. Usually, it's Summer Games Fest, and it would be E3 if they did that anymore. It's been kind of replaced.
Yeah, we got
And
Game
then, of
Awards.
course,
We got, this.
Gamescom. Yeah. So this is a team effort coming from IGN. We figured it would probably be the easiest thing for us as reviewers. I mean, Kyle and I both watched the YouTube broadcast of the Gamescom. I watched it, the remainder of it today. Actually,
Yep. Yep. Same.
I watched like 2 hours yesterday, and then I finished the remaining 50 minutes
Yep.
today.
Yep.
Did you watch the indie showcase? I
No,
didn't.
I didn't catch it. So
Neither did I.
no.
It was like less than an hour long, and I was like, there's so many other indie showcases that we watch, like
Yeah.
Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox all have their own individual
Yeah.
ones.
I'll
Like,
probably check it on my own
yeah,
time. You know.
exactly. So this is Gamescom 2024, the biggest announcement so far, according to IGN. It looks like they did this in order. I did a quick little scroll through, and I thought that was kind of cool, just that they're doing it in order. But I'll read the first few little things, and then we'll get into it. So, Gamescom 2024 is in full swing, with some of the biggest video game announcements of the year already making their way out of the event. The show kicked off with opening night live yesterday, and we're already received a ton of exciting news and game reviews from the show. Now, to follow up in the opening act, Xbox is having daily live streams, which is pretty cool. And they're going to talk about their upcoming releases in depth. So, getting into it, the first thing that they ended up showing, believe it or not, is Borderlands 4 is confirmed. Dude, the trailer looked
Dude,
insane. It looked
yeah.
like a planet going through a
Yeah, the
portal,
world was
ripping through
like
the
going through,
space-time
yeah.
continuum. Is
And it was like
insane. It looked like
ripping it.
something out
Picked
of
up
Star Wars.
the classic mask and just like held it. Yeah, it looked wild.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
So cool. I actually haven't seen Borderlands the movie. Somebody recently,
I
like, I
haven't
literally,
either.
who did I see over the I saw somebody over the weekend, they're just like, "Yo, you wanna go see Borderlands with me?" And I heard it's really bad. I wanna go watch it with you.
Yeah,
And I
that's
was
what
just
I heard too. I was watching that Game Breaks video you sent, and like
Yeah.
I forget his name, but he mentioned like he's like I'm not surprised that 2K is doing the game announcing the game so soon because that movie, man. I was like, oh no,
Yeah, as quickly as possible.
dude, that's rough.
I forgot. I gotta remember who I was with because they literally told me they were just like, "Oh yeah, 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 yeah." It's one of my buddies that's like not even into video games that much. He was like, "Do you want to go watch Borderlands?" We were watching the Everton match at the bar at like 10 a.m. And he's like, "You want to go
So,
to
yeah, you want to
like
go after
watch
this?
the
And
Borderlands?" I was like, "I
uh,
got things to do, but yes, I do want to go watch it." He goes, "I
uh,
heard it's terrible," and I'm like, "That's fine." He goes, "I want to see a bad movie," and he was like being genuine. He
yeah,
wasn't being
yeah,
like,
yeah, I feel it.
so it's like, all right, let's get into it.
Feel
So
it.
let me read the description. So hot off the heels of the Borderlands movie comes the announcement of Borderlands 4 that it's actually happening and it's going to be coming in 2025. The game was announced with the teaser trailer that apparently contains several secrets that fans may not catch on their first watch. I need to go rewatch it
Kind of
because I don't
rewatch
really
it.
know. Although the title of the game is Borderlands 4, it's actually going to be the 8th game in the Borderlands series, which is pretty sick.
Mm.
Jumping into a cult classic, I feel like it's a cult classic, is Sid Meier's? Mares?
Sid
Mares.
Meier's. Sid Meier's.
Myers? I always mix it up. I don't know why. But yeah, Civ 7, Civilization 7 release date was officially announced. I've seen a couple of trailers, I think, or like behind the scenes footage of some YouTubers playing it, and it looks phenomenal. And the trailer
Get hit
holds
by
up too.
hurricane. Saying.
Yeah, you can get hit by anything, bro.
Elements, dude, they're out there. Honestly, I mean, graphically it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, it's it's there. It does seem like there are differences and new elements now, so it's not just like a
Yeah.
rehash of 6. It's like there's like they actually put some thought into it. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like,
Exciting.
it's very cool. So the fans of Civilization games will be happy to know that not only did we get to see gameplay on the upcoming game for the first time, we actually have a confirmed release date. Civ 7 will be releasing February 11th, 2025, on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So it's going to be interesting to see it on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
Graphics going to be kind of interesting there, but
it's gonna be
yeah,
available on the cloud. I'm just calling it out.
probably so. This one, the next thing in this IGN article that got me kind of interested, I don't even know what to think of it. So the guy came out on stage, the guy that was like
It's
showing it off, and he started
passionate, dude.
crying.
Passionate. You could
He
tell,
started
dude.
crying. He was like, "I love games. This means a lot to me. We've been working on this for a long time." And I was like, "Yo, I kind of
He's
want
like,
to
this
see
is our
this." I
love
like,
letter to games. I'm like, bro, if you have that much emotion behind it, you know that
my man can't talk, and he's
uh,
crying like he's at a
no,
funeral.
it meant
Like,
something, man.
oh yeah,
Love it.
dude, let's go. So this is Amazon's secret level series. It was a trailer, and Kyle over here, if you got the video on, it's actually being
Yeah,
shown. It looks like a collage of a bunch of different
yeah,
games, like
does
just
yeah.
all meshed together. So I'll read the description because this is gonna do way better than I possibly could of describing the trailer. So one of the most popular reveals opening night live was an upcoming Amazon series called Secret Level. It's an animated anthology series from the creators of Love, Death, and Robots that focuses on a series of new short stories from one of the most popular or from some of the most popular video games. Secret Level will include 15 episodes total that will feature stories from games like God of War, Warhammer 40K, and plenty more. There was which are the big ones that you actually saw? Oh, look at this! We have a breakdown of every video game we saw in the trailer.
Wow.
Let me see if I can click on this quickly, and I'll. Okay, so yes, Armored Core, Crossfire, Dungeons and Dragons, Exodus, Honor of Kings, Mega Man. That was
Yeah, yeah,
nuts to see that.
yeah.
New World was on there. The Outer Worlds 2 was on there. Pac Man. Okay. Pretty sick. God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, and Saifu, Spelunky, which I think you know about. Unreal Tournament, Warhammer 40K, the mystery game is apparently on here. Is like some people don't even know what one of them is, and
Unreleased game.
yeah, an unreleased game. So maybe the future. Yeah, but I'm interested,
Yeah,
and I think this could be pretty cool.
yeah. Dude, Kratos stuck out to me when I saw Kratos. I was like,
Oh
all
yeah,
right.
that's tough.
Yeah,
It's like yo,
it looks wild. I definitely think I want to give it a watch. So
heck yeah,
crazy.
dude. Oh, buddy, I just got the alpha key for Splitgate. Let's go.
Oh,
All
let's
right,
go. We're gating, baby. Let's go.
we know what we're doing tonight, baby.
Oh, I better see a
Anyways,
stream of that. No.
yeah, I'll get on there and stream. Subscribe. Although I don't have subscribe
My mic will eat you.
enabled. Yeah, on the Twitch. That's the only thing I really stream to. I should probably stream to the other platforms. Anyways, myself plug out of the way. The main event, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle release date was officially announced. We're talking December 9th, Xbox Series X and S and PC. It was also announced that PS5 will have a version, and it's currently
Yeah.
in development and it'll be released in spring 2025. Pretty cool. And I think that's pretty awesome that Phil Spencer was the one that basically came out and said, "Hey, we're going to go to the PS5." So,
Yep.
pretty
Pretty
cool.
much. Yep.
The redemption arc from the debacle that is the Ultimate Game Pass.
Is it though? Is it though, Mike? Let's really think about it.
Yeah. What'd you think of the trailer? Did you like it? I thought
Oh
it was
yeah,
pretty
dude.
cool with like the actor kind of showing how it
Yeah.
is.
I mean, dude, come on. It's Troy Baker. He's the
Yeah.
goat, dude. Like so much stuff. Yeah, I don't know, I'm looking forward to his portrayal of Indy. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna play it. It's one of those games, like without a doubt. I'm definitely gonna play it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And who knows, dude? I might have to fork over $20, dude, because I don't want to spend 70. But
Yeah, I know, right?
that's what it is, I guess.
It is what it is. But you can
Mm,
go ahead and pre-order the game whenever you want, apparently.
very
I thought
true.
it looked pretty smooth, and the trailer was interesting. Let's go a little bit further. There was a little bit of a all digital Xbox Series X release date that is October 15th.
No.
It's gonna be kind of cool. All digital. You know, I was at a Goodwill and I saw the Project Starlight or Project something, whatever the Xbox One X was. It was like a
Like
Project
Scarlet,
Scorpion.
Scorpio,
Scarlet?
Scorpio,
Scarlet.
Scorpio, and Scarlet. Those are two I remember.
Scarlet. I think it was
Yeah,
Scarlet.
yeah.
Scorpio.
It
No,
was
Scorpio.
Scorpio was 1X, I think. Can't remember what Scorpio
Yes.
was. I think it was
Scorpio.
1X. It was the one
Yeah,
after the Xbox One. But,
there's one at a Goodwill and it was $180.
mm,
And then I
oh,
looked on eBay and they were selling for like $300 with the box.
I
So
see.
it's like people like that box, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we want the whole set, dude.
Yeah. So Xbox continues on doing variations of consoles. That will be dropping October 15th, like I said. Genshin Impact came along and said they were coming to Xbox, which is pretty big deal. Very popular game, taking the world by storm, it seems. That's coming November 20th as well. You got the next Dying Light game was announced.
Oh yeah,
That trailer was kind of sick. I don't know much about Dying Light. Have you played Dying Light?
oh yeah, yeah. I played the first game. Played some of the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's a zombie parkour game, a very melee
Yeah.
based. There is some shooting, especially in the second game. There's some guns. Maybe in the first game too. I don't remember, but it's one of those games. It's like, there's a day and a night cycle, and at night it just gets crazy. So it's like you're just not supposed to stay out at night. But yeah,
that makes
dude. I
sense.
mean, those games are a lot of fun. So it's cool to see that they're continuing that series because I wasn't sure they would. It's also crazy. I think it's like over 2 years old now. Pretty sure. I think it was 2022 it came out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
one,
old.
Second one, that is. First one was like 2016, 18, something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, I never got into those games. When I first saw the trailer, it reminded me a little bit like how Far Cry has those crazy flying animations mixed with a zombie game.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's parkour zombies. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
yeah. It's parkour zombies, so similar to kind of there's Dying Light, similar to kind of what's the name of that game? Oh my gosh. Dead Island. That's what I'm thinking of. I think it's like
Dead
parkour,
Island,
kind of melee zombie game. It's kind of in that vein.
Yeah, that game's pretty sick. Yeah, well, new edition got announced, the real trailer. That's pretty cool. Something came, dude. I was dying when I was watching this. So, Goat Simulator Remastered.
Oh yeah,
Now,
dude.
barely anybody in the entire audience was interested. You could kind of tell they were like, "What the heck is that?" They didn't understand it.
Goat Simulator, bro.
Goat
It's
Simulator
silly.
is not meant to be taken seriously and is stupid fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Dude. It's silly. It's silly, dude. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I had a good time on it. Cool thing was another game that was announced, or well, DLC, I guess.
Oh, dude. Physical
No,
Legos, Mike.
my bad, dude. My bad.
Talking
That's what you were showing me before we started talking.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, Lego partnered with Nintendo. They got a new Mario Kart Lego sets that are announced. It's coming January 1st. You were showing me, I think, Donkey Kong, right?
Yeah, dude, you got Yoshi.
Yeah, Donkey Kong.
A little
Yeah,
Toad.
Yoshi's on here. That's pretty
Donkey
sick.
Kong with his little banana peel and target.
Dude, those things are gonna be crazy collectible.
You got Mario and Luigi with the little shells too.
Yeah,
dude. Oh,
those are gonna be crazy collectible. I kind of want some. I gotta add it to
Yeah.
my collection. I got my little
Peach.
warthog over here. I don't think I've actually showed this on stream.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it's a little Toad, little Peach, little I forget his name. He's Bowser's baby Bowser. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is his name.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, dude,
I'm
the whole
sure
set. You got the parachute. Pretty sick, dude. Look. These go hard, dude. I'm just gonna say it. They go kind of crazy.
Collect them all now.
New sets will be released January 1st. Wow. New Year's Day.
I'm into it. There was also some new Fallout merch that was available that got launched. You were showing that off right before we started going live. So you were going through all of it.
I was looking at some of it. It's pretty cool
they
stuff.
They look clean. They look clean.
The jackets look good. The jackets look like, I mean, they look like heavy duty, and they got like actually stitched numbers in it. It's not printed, so it's pretty sick.
I think the way they did it looks like kind of Letterman jacket, but it would catch people off guard that don't know what Fallout is. Now I know the success of Fallout, the TV series, is going to make people more aware of the game.
Yeah,
like for the normies, but yeah. So that's kind of like the main topics of discussion that really appeared. Maybe there's some more things that I can add on if I pull up Game Ranks, and I showed this to you too.
Yeah,
his YouTube channel. Dude, I love his YouTube channel. I aspire for us to be like his YouTube channel. They just do a really good job of like explaining everything. Let's see. I pushed that in our group chat, right?
Yeah, I'm about to pull it back up on my side.
Yeah, no, it's not the group chat. Yeah.
I got it.
Please tell me they put together timestamps.
Oh yeah,
because there were a couple of items that I was like, yo, we should definitely cover this.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so Arc Raiders, if you want to jump to that.
Okay.
I thought that was kind of interesting. It's at 4:09.
Yep.
So this is just entirely cinematic. Yep. I have no idea what this is. Yep. It just looks intriguing. It looks like post-apocalyptic. You're by yourself, but you're in the future because you have a drone helping you out. You're scavenging and stuff like that. There's robotic like little spiders crawling around. It's like, what the heck's going on? It's intriguing, and the way they were communicating of the atmosphere seemed very interesting too.
Yep. Yeah, they convey it as a extraction shooter, which could go crazy. I think the biggest thing when I heard this, I immediately thought of you, was that the people that made this were actually the same group that worked on the finals. So
Oh,
It's that
really?
it's that same team. So that's what he said
Oh,
in the video.
dude.
So I mean, it
I
looks like it
missed
has
that.
a similar aesthetic where it's like kind of that
Yeah.
similar art style sort of. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, but he mentioned that in the video. It's same people at the finals. It's an extraction shooter, so it's obviously different. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, looks I don't
That's
know, yeah, for
that's pretty
cinematic, it looks
sick.
pretty nice. Yeah,
That's pretty
like
sick. Maybe I did hear that, like,
yeah,
just seeped in my subconscious.
yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, but yeah,
This one right here is, the one that's playing right now, just fallen into
yeah.
this one, and I think then we can jump over to Batman Arkham. Marvel Rivals.
Rivals.
I What is happening? It
Yeah, I
looks
don't
like a
know.
super comic book hero
Yeah,
kinda.
the gameplay itself looks really sick, but
It looks really sick, but I don't know what type of game it is, really.
yeah, almost just looks like a I don't know. It's like a multiplayer fighter of sorts. That's what it comes off to
Yeah.
me, but
Yeah,
um,
but how many of these are being released right now or going to be released in the next year?
yeah. Which I mean, it
So it
looks like I
really
mean
is.
for like a superhero like game like this could go crazy. I mean, if you do it right, I think it's
Yeah,
I think it's definitely it's a fresh take to kind of the Marvel universe of doing a game like this because we haven't
I
really
think that's
seen
fair,
one
yeah.
in Marvel like this. So I mean, it could be interesting. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see it, see more. But yeah, it's get to beat people up as Captain America and Groot, and I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, that's true. It could go really cheesy though. That's
I
the
mean,
only thing about Marvel stuff
could
because it can just
always
be
yeah,
really cheesy and it's like, ugh. You
could
know what
always
they
do
should
that. Yeah,
do, man? Like they need to make an X-Men video game
yeah,
where it's
like an
like
actual good one.
fighting based and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
like there are two Wolverine games that I played that I like really enjoyed. They
yeah,
were stupid. They weren't like authentic to the comics really,
yeah.
but they were fun.
I know.
All revolving around like Wolverine,
I
of
mean, yeah,
course.
with Wolverine, I didn't even mention the top, dude. I saw Deadpool Wolverine, and it just makes me want to
I didn't
like
see it yet.
watch Wolverine, dude. It's one of those things, just like
Yeah.
yeah, it's makes me want to see more Wolverine. But, but yeah,
Man, I gotta watch that movie.
it's
Thanks for
good, man.
reminding me.
It's good.
I should just go buy tickets for tomorrow and go see it.
Should, dude.
Honestly,
Why not, man? You know what I'm saying?
facts. Uh, yeah. So hurdling, the next one that was literally just playing. We're gonna do this one and the next two. I think. Hurdling
Okay.
was kind of interesting. It was showing basically your very laid back herding simulator,
Yeah. Exactly,
herding
dude.
like
It's like
random like creatures,
yeah,
and it doesn't look intense. It just looks like feel good kind of stuff. Then you got Batman Arkham Shadow, which looks like a VR game, I think.
I think it
That
is.
was my
Yeah.
impression. Yeah, it's a VR Batman game. It looks sick, looks fun. Yeah, it's VR, as you can tell, like the way they're moving.
Yeah.
Harmless
Yeah.
fun. VR is not really my type of thing but for people that have like the headsets and stuff and all the equipment, it's expensive to really
Yeah.
get in. So to see high quality IPs coming there,
Yeah.
established IPs, that's gonna be exciting for
It's
people.
it's just crazy too, Mike. Because look, my roommate has an Oculus Quest. Pretty sure it's like one of the wireless quests. It's right
Yeah.
there, dude. I just need to
Does
tap in. It's literally right.
yeah,
It's literally in
does he
the other
use it?
room. No, like he's used it a while, and so he set it out
Yeah.
in the living room recently, and it's just like it's communal now. So I'm like, I need to tap in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should 100% tap in.
yeah,
I think it's
sure.
actually it might be coming to like PlayStation too. Don't really know. But the next one, and if you're watching video, this really helps you out. But this one's called King of Meat,
King of
and
Meat.
this trailer looks insane. It looks like a mixture of Fall Guys
Yeah.
with like I don't even know, like
Sounds like a hack
Banjo
and slash
Kazooie.
too. Yeah, like yeah,
Yeah, it's a hack and slash kind of game, but they're user created dungeons going from one location to the next. I think it's co-op only. When I first saw the trailer, I thought it was a racing game like Fall Guys is, with a
yeah,
different twist. Fall Guys is a little bit kind of goofy, but yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's
It looks good. It looks like a lot of fun. Four-player
it's
co-op,
got those
teams working
vibes, dude.
together. Yeah, it looks nice.
Um,
A couple other things that were going to be mentioned is Monster Hunter Wilds. There was another expansion for that.
yeah,
Predecessor, I don't know much about. I don't even think it really even showed. Like, oh no, this is yeah.
yeah,
I don't know what this is. It
yeah.
looks insane though.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know what the genre is, but
Neither
dude,
do I.
these
Like
abilities
you're,
would go crazy. What the heck is
dude.
this?
The abilities go insane. Like you have a whole mess of different characters you can choose
Whoa.
from and how to play. I'm sure like it's based on your play style of how you play the game. It
This
looks like
this better
doesn't
be a
Smite
multiplayer
have this like
game.
feeling?
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, third
Yeah,
person
but
sort of
I
ability.
don't see any like drones or anything like that that you can take out.
Well,
It doesn't
yeah,
look like an arena shooter.
yeah. I just remember now. This is a game that's available right now, Mike. You said in the video. You literally download it right now on Steam.
Okay,
I think it's free
let's.
to play. So
That would be sick.
yeah,
Hold
you
on,
can pull.
let me look it up.
Yeah.
Predecessor is a free to play multi online game arena.
Battle Arena. It's a MOBA. Let's go.
It was the game started its buy to play early access phase December 1st. The free to play open beta launched March 28th. The game was fully released August 20th. So yeah, that
Yeah.
is out
Right now.
now. It's on all holy crap, it's on all platforms except for the Switch.
Yeah.
We're talking
MOBA,
PS4,
baby.
Xbox One as well. So Unreal Engine 5, okay. All right, the rating is 3.5 out of 5, and it's 7 out of 10 on Steam,
We got
but
an
it's
average
free
game,
to
baby. Let's go.
play. Yeah, like people also search for Smite 2, Paragon.
Yep.
So that's kind of the variety that you're going to be sitting in.
Yeah, it's a MOBA. That's what it is.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
What's this? This next one is this
What
linked?
in the?
Yeah, this.
What is this Animal Crossing, bro? What is this? This is like beat 'em up Animal
Oh
Crossing.
no
Bro?
no no! This is they're calling
It's got
the guy
fishing.
over at Game Ranked, is it Raven? No, it's Falcon. He did a really good description. He was saying that they're calling this like a cozy arena like battle slasher kind of game.
Mm.
And cozy just means no blood, no gore. It's just like
Right.
friendly fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm not too interested in that. I'm not really interested in the next one, Monument Valley 3. There's Masters of Albion didn't
Oh
really
yeah,
intrigue me at
this
all.
was fascinating when they go to like a third person and you're like an ogre guy like running around with a club.
Yeah, just like
I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, and then you did this like third person help in your base, protecting people. It's like all kind of
yeah,
goofy. Yeah.
yeah,
I
interesting.
don't know much about it. It's not my type of game.
Yeah.
The next one though is my type of game.
Squid Game.
Squid Game Unleashed, and it's probably tied to the next season of Squid Game coming out. It's gonna be on Netflix.
It's a Netflix
So
game. Yeah.
it's a Netflix game. So yeah, if you've seen Squid Game, which I think most people have at this point,
Yep.
the game is quite similar to how
Going to that next
the
season,
TV
dude.
show is. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
very curious to see how it's gonna go.
yeah.
Could be fun.
The release date is Boxing Day, so day after Christmas comes out.
Very nice.
There you go.
Let's
It's
go.
a nice little Boxing Day game for you if you want to play something.
Heck yeah. The next two games on the list, they're pretty popular. Obviously, we already talked about it earlier.
Talk about that.
Civilization
Black Ops
7.
6
The one thing,
campaign. What is this?
yeah, the Black Ops 6 campaign looked pretty cool. I like it. I'll probably be playing it. Big fan. Looks like
Black
a lot
Ops,
of fun.
babies, Black Ops. You already know.
Mm-hmm.
Secret level. We
I
talked
mean,
about secret level.
Yep, secret level we talked about, no issues. We talked about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh,
There was Mafia: The Old
baby. We
Country,
didn't even
which
talk about
I
this in the
think
article. Oh my
that's
gosh.
all you. That's all
Listen,
you. I think.
dude, listen, Mafia. I mean, if you've ever played the Mafia games, anyone's played the Mafia games, they're fantastic. The remake of 1 was amazing. I played that all the way through, and it was very good. The 2 so it was a remaster. It was a remaster. I think the second one, which is pretty good. Obviously, it's not a remake. Remake is that's for the bread and butters, baby. Yeah, it's pretty good. Mafia 3 I never played. I mean, I heard it was kind of like you didn't really. It was kind of a hit or miss. Most people didn't really. I don't think care for it too much. But this is. I mean, we're Hangar 18. I think it's the studio. We're going back into some new Mafia games. This is like entirely new. No, not a remake or a remaster of anything. It takes place in early 20th century Sicily, and the idea is that you are playing when the mafia first started in Italy, right? And it's like that's kind of where the origins of it is kind of the idea.
1920s, probably during the Great Depression.
Yeah, so that's kind of the idea. You'll be playing in that. Yeah, I'm very excited for this. This is definitely gonna be a day one for me because I just love the Mafia series. So, without a doubt, I would be playing this. But yeah, I mean, we didn't get much.
To hear that.
We didn't get much, just kind of a cinematic kind of, introduction and a reveal. But
and then a guy came out on stage and basically was just like, "This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna happen."
Yeah,
all talk, no show.
Yeah,
but it's okay. It's early.
We do, however, have a blanket 2025 for release. Who knows if that'll change? Hopefully not. But it is supposed to come out next year, so that's exciting. Hopefully we keep the release. Come on, Hangar 18, don't let me down, dude.
This is the way.
Do not let me down. Got bonus games, dude. Diablo 4 expansion. Little Nightmares 3. I saw some Little Nightmares 3 stuff. Yeah, there's a game I think also that was like co-op. I think Little Nightmares 3 is co-op, but there's also a game from the same studio that's gonna be like co-op based. That's like same screen co-op, which is exciting. There's not many like local same screen co-op games out there, so it's cool to see those. I gotta hit up the boy, dude. See if they're because I have one homie, dude. I always play these games with. Gotta hit him up.
Oh
So,
yeah,
so
we all have one of those homies. It's like the number one way you like bring back the nostalgia. Play with the boy that you've been playing with since like forever ago.
for
I
real.
do that with my buddies all the time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
What do you think though, Mike? Gamescom, dude. I
I think.
feel like it's okay for me. It's like it's nice, good reveals. Mafia was interesting. I was hyped about that. Borderlands, that was awesome. Get a big kind of announcement like that. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was definitely good. Um, I like it. I don't know. I mean, Gamescom's never knocked my socks off, but so I never expect that. But
No.
for Gamescom, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, it's actually kind of funny because both you and I completely forgot that Gamescom was happening this week,
Hey,
and then
dude,
we
you don't
both got
doubt us like that,
notifications.
bro.
It's like, oh crap, it is live. Oh no!
No.
So we caught up. I think for me, just to see like that there is a Squid Game Unleashed, I think that's pretty interesting. I think Indiana Jones is cool, but I don't know if I'd actually play it. I think I'd watch somebody play it, like watch like a
Yeah,
whole YouTube playthrough and just kind of vibe out.
yeah,
But
I can
yeah,
respect
the
it.
thing for me is the ones that are like were already announced and we got little nudges like, hey, we're still coming, that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
still working on it. Yeah,
Yeah, we're still working on it, like way. Um, like Gamescom is one of those things where I think it's good for developers like the guys who made Pre- Predecessor, Predecessor. Jesus, why am I struggling, man?
Prometheus. I don't
Anyways,
know.
Prometheus, Neo. I don't know. Games like that where they've been in development for a long time and they finally like they're ready to launch and like show off to the world. I think that's always a
Yeah.
good opportunity. I think Borderlands might be one of the bigger results, probably.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, dude, I'll look forward to.
Yeah. I think it's gonna look good. And I'm fairly hyped for Black Ops 6 and I'm looking forward to playing it.
Hey,
Which
dude.
is kind of interesting because I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan, but I'm like, I gotta check it out.
I mean, we'll see. Hey, dude, if I have Game Pass Ultimate by then, dude, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying?
I have facts.
uh, you
Oh,
know,
jeez. All right, brother. So that's all we really got for the people for this week. It's gonna be kind of laid back until next week. We're probably gonna get more news on Ubisoft and what kind of chaos is going on there before Outlaws releases.
yeah, true.
And everybody is kind of like, I don't know, Black Myth Wukong is gonna finally seep into everybody's opinions, and we're gonna have a little bit more feedback from the populace, what everybody thinks. Is it actually going to be the game of the year, or is it just something that people are like it's new and exciting? You know.
Yeah, yeah, man. We'll see, dude. See for sure. Don't
Hmm.
know, dude.
All right, brother. Do you have anything to add before I wrap up here? Before let the people go?
Dude, no, dude. Apparently, I need a nap. What I need.
Oh, you're tired.
I know a little bit. But hey, dude,
That's okay.
we power through, baby.
Yeah, and that's why I did a pre-workout. I gotta make sure that I can run off, do some chores, eat some food,
Okay.
go get on the treadmill for
Okay.
about 30 to 45 minutes.
Hey,
That's
okay.
and then take a shower and like not fall asleep until 3 a.m. and then start the day over.
Dude, your guy, this guy to sleep schedule, man, it's crazy. It's
It is
crazy, dude.
it is so chalk, dude. It
Dude,
is
I
literally
wouldn't
like
be able to do it, dude. I'd be dead. Dead.
I've been pretty much 3 a.m. to 8:30 for the last year and a half. And on the weekends, it is like 1:30. I think I go to bed earlier on the weekends than I do during the weekday. And
Probably says
I
something, dude.
sleep I sleep till like 1 or 2. It's so bad. But Premier League is this weekend.
I know
Games
it's
start
like,
at
well,
10.
gotta get up now.
Yeah, I don't miss, dude. I don't miss games. It's funny though because it's like I'll wake up at 8:30 for the weekday to go to work. Everton plays at 7. I'm up at 6.
Hey,
Saturday.
dude, it's rare. It's rare y'all get those 7 a.m.s though. Huh? I feel like it's rare.
Yeah, it's been kind of rare. I don't know. We probably had like 3 of them last year, possibly. I don't know.
Not you,
7 a.m.'s rough, dude. If I lived on the West Coast, that'd be 5.
dude. Yeah,
No, that'd be
no.
4.
Psych.
At that point, at that point, I'm just staying up.
Yeah, I'm just rolling over, baby.
Yeah, it's like if I'm going to bed at 3 o'clock on the West Coast and my game starts in an hour, dude, I'm staying up. We'll go to sleep when I hear the birds outside.
Oh man, yeah. These West Coast hours.
They got the best times when it comes to like baseball, basketball, and football, though. Like American sports.
I mean, yeah, that's true, dude.
It's the
It's
best,
like
dude.
because you end early and start
Yeah,
early. Yeah.
dude, they get to get off work, go straight to a bar, sit there, have food, and then like the game starts, the game's over with. They get to go to bed by 9. It's so nice. For us,
Oh,
man, Monday Night Football, dude. Monday Night Football ain't ending until like midnight now.
It's rough, dude. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough
It's
to watch those late games.
crazy.
I mean,
And they keep making it longer and longer and longer too, adding more
I mean, hey,
commercials,
dude,
adding more delayed games, adding more
the
challenges.
penalties. Nah, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, it's
NFL this year might be unwatchable, bro.
I
It
hope
might be
not.
unwatchable.
I mean, probably not wrong, but it got bad at some points last year. It's just
It's gonna
I
be
don't know,
really
man.
bad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna join like 5 extra fantasy football leagues to stay intrigued.
yeah, dude. Yeah, my NFL fantasy app. I think I joined like 2 leagues last year, just random leagues. Probably gonna do like 3 random leagues, just to
It's the way.
stay in. Dude, it's yeah. I don't know, I'm looking forward to football, but yeah, it's oh man, luckily if like a Monday night game sucks, it's like you can at least just like hop off early. It's like whatever. It's like it just doesn't matter.
Exactly, dude. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
But hey, brother man, let's just go ahead and let the people go.
Yep.
I gotta do all those things and it's starting to get late. And we've been ranting. We've been
Yep.
chatting for a while. So
And,
hopefully everybody's been having a good week. Hopefully everybody got a chance to play Wukong. Hopefully that was actually good. That'd be nice if it was.
yeah,
Everybody seems to
true.
enjoy it, man. And I want to get on that. But I'm gonna go play Splitgate after I go do my chores.
Love to see some gameplay, dude. But yeah.
I might stream it. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
Go in there, get cooked or cook somebody. I don't know. Without further ado, do you have anything to say before we let him go? Okay, cool.
Good late.
Usual thing that we do at the end of every single episode. If you've been around, you already know. If you don't, here's the news. We have links in the description below. We have timestamps below for every single article that we've covered. We also have social media links if you want to check those out. If you want to reach us, Twitter, Discord, whatever you want, man. And we just appreciate you guys listening. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We'll see you next week. This is the M2 Podcast. I'm Michael Anthony. My co-host, Mr. J.K. Heath, Kyle Heath. So we appreciate you guys. Have a lovely weekend. Play something new. We'll see you next week.
Play something new, baby. Gaming.
Peace.
Gamescom, baby.